I met Ryan during my first year at university. He wasn't like the other guys. He was quiet, focused, and the kind of person who didn't need attention to have it. We met at a business event at the Students' Union. He dropped his pen, I picked it up, and somehow that turned into late-night study sessions, bad coffee, and long walks back to my dorm. He was kind, soft-spoken, and protective in a way that made me feel safe. He called me his anchor, and I called him my storm. Those first 2 years, we were inseparable. Our friends used to tease us and say that we looked like a movie couple. We even had one of those proposal moments in the rain outside the Students' Union. He gave me a tiny paper ring that he had folded himself. I screamed, "Yes!" and we both laughed until we cried. For 2 years it was perfect, until Emma walked into the picture. Emma had been my best friend since secondary school. She was loud, confident, and the type who always needed to be the center of the room. She joined the same university later, through a transfer. At first, she was extremely thrilled to meet Ryan, a little too thrilled. She would show up to our flat unannounced, wearing his hoodie and saying she just borrowed it. She would sit too close during movie nights, touch his arm, and laugh a little too hard at all his jokes. Initially, Ryan just brushed it off. "She's just playful, Lena. Don't start doubting everyone," he would say. But sometimes I would catch Emma watching us a little too closely, that quiet, assessing and envious stare. Then there was Mark. He was Emma's new friend, the guitarist from her music society. He was charismatic, smug, and always with some poetic line about love and pain. Emma introduced us one night at our dorm's house party. "Mark, this is Lena," she exclaimed. "The one I told you about, Ryan's girlfriend." "Whose girlfriend?" "What?" I was shocked. She was my friend. Years before I even met Ryan. Mark smirked. "So you're the girl, keeping him out of trouble." Ryan didn't like him at all. I could tell. Every time Mark was around, Ryan would go quiet, withdrawn. I thought he was just jealous. I didn't know then how deep it went. The first fight between them started over a text. Mark had messaged me a video of his new song. He said it was for a girl who deserves better. But then Ryan saw it, and he lost it. He smashed a glass and banged his fists against the wall. He shouted that I was playing him, that Emma and Mark were trying to humiliate him. I cried. He cried. We spent hours screaming at the top of our lungs, and then we made up. But that night I saw something new in his eyes, a stillness, like something had broken quietly inside him. After that, Emma started keeping her distance. Then the rumors began, whispers that Ryan had anger issues, that he'd threatened Mark after class while holding him against the wall. Mark stopped speaking to me and coming around altogether. Emma texted me frantically one night, "You need to leave him before he hurts you. He's dangerous and a monster," but I merely ignored it. The next morning, she came to my flat in a seemingly distressed state. She was pale and shaking. "Lena, listen to me. Ryan's not who you think he is. She stuttered and stopped mid-sentence. Her phone buzzed. It was Mark. She looked at me, fear gleaming in her eyes, and said, "Please, stay away from him," then quickly bolted out the door. The police came 2 days later. There had been a party on campus previously that night. Me and Ryan had visited for a couple of hours, but now both Emma and Mark were missing. Their phones were switched off. Ryan held me all night, whispering, "Hey, they finally got what they wanted." He sounded sad, but calm, too calm. A week later, a USB drive arrived in my mailbox, no note attached. On it were videos of Emma and Mark together, laughing, kissing, mocking me and Ryan. Ryan watched in silence. Then he slowly smiled. "Now you see," he said, "they deserved each other. We are innocent, my love." I felt sick, but I also felt relieved, because for the first time it wasn't me he was angry at. The investigation went on for months. No bodies, no answers, just two missing people and a campus full of dirty gossip. Ryan and I eventually moved away after graduation. He said he wanted a fresh start. We got a small house in the countryside, quiet, peaceful. Sometimes I still dream about Emma's laugh or Mark's music. But Ryan says dreams are just memories with bad timing. He's probably right. Last month the police came again. They'd found something, more sinister this time. A phone, it was Mark's, buried near the old student lake. The last video on it was from the night they vanished. It was filmed in a dark room. Mark's voice whispering, panicked. "Thank God you came. He is here, at the party. Emma's gone. Please help me." The video screen crackled and came to an abrupt, ominous end. Then silence. The camera slowly turned. A shadow moved behind him, and then the phone light, a blurred yet shadowy reflection of someone that faintly resembled me. But the video was too fragmented to clearly discern who it was. They showed me the footage in the station. I told them I didn't remember it, that I must have been in shock or too drunk from the party we all went to that night. Ryan put his arm around me and said softly, "She's been through enough. You can't believe everything you see." The officer looked uneasy, but let us go due to lack of clear evidence. Ryan didn't see it coming. Later that night, I told him I merely wanted to meet Emma, to clear the air. I said Mark had to be confronted for the lies he spread. Ryan trusted me. He always did. I lured them all. I made sure the evidence pointed elsewhere, pointing towards the man I once loved. The world blamed Ryan. He held my hand during the interviews. He stayed calm, loving, thinking we were both victims. Months later, Ryan realized the truth too late. He found a journal of mine, hidden away, detailing everything I had done. Every lie, every manipulation, every perfectly timed accident. He turned to me and whispered, I can't believe this." I smiled softly. "You were never supposed to." He left me that night, walked out of our house, never came back. The police closed the cases. Everyone believed Ryan was guilty. Everyone whispered about the monster boyfriend. I smiled whenever I heard their theories, because the monster they saw wasn't Ryan. It was me, and I was still free.